Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Crypto market has been going sideways in a pretty boring fashion, I would say. What are we going to expect for the crypto market? Where are we going? Because right now, eventually, you can see that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other altcoins are going pretty much sideways. Some altcoins have been pumped. Of course, there are so many altcoins that I cannot know all of them. Of course, we had some altcoin pumps out there, but the majority of the altcoin remains silent. And of course, it is because Bitcoin remains into a third consecutive week below the 1% price action. Look at the body of the candlestick right here. The body of the candlestick had a minus 0.02% price action. Right here we had a plus 0.73%, and right there a minus 0.49%. Crazy boring action that will lead, of course, to a very huge price action movement. Whenever we are getting lower volume, you can see the moving average of the volume rate here. It is getting so down. We are going to have a huge price action coming in. Now, many of you will ask me, Bill, what is going to happen, right? I've told you my thoughts on Bitcoin and my thoughts in the crypto market. Bitcoin and the crypto market have been into the bullish cycle since this monthly candlestick. And to be honest with you, I was screaming about it since we had it. I was screaming also about it since we had the 16.2K. I thought that between 15.8 and 16.2K would be the low of the bearish cycle, and from there we are going to have a huge uptrend. Right now I expect nothing less than a bullish monthly candlestick, except if it is a nice price action. If we have a small price action right here, which could be the case that we go, for example, we have a red candlestick or a green one with a small price action in the monthly, and then we explode on May. Okay, either the case, of course, we are going to have a very bullish action towards the next few months. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty confident that we have, of course, started the bullish cycle. And the fact right now is that if you are lucky enough to get something like this, then you can buy, for example, if we are lucky enough to see 19K or 20K, then you will buy immediately, okay? But it doesn't happen often like what it happened back here. Okay, with the pandemic episode, you can see that right there we corrected more than 50%, then regained the volume, and then the real market started. There, of course, the Feds knew it, and they entered long positions, knowing that the bull cycle will start pretty soon enough. But it isn't always the case that we drop down to the lowest amounts right here, and then you will have the chance to buy. That's why I'm saying buy right now. Ignore what Bitcoin is doing. You still have the chance to buy at the lows of this bullish cycle, because if we just assume that Bitcoin is going to 100,000 Tether USD, this is of course a 253% profit target, more than 3x. Okay, so perhaps you could say it is around 3.5x. So of course you can say that you can buy right now and get very nice profits. And most importantly, you assume that the 3x in the next bullish cycle is pretty low, but I will be telling you that it is the most low risk that you can ever take. Longing BTC into the next bull cycle. Okay, any other action has a very increasing chance of getting rejected. Okay, you have a very huge chance of losing money. But right now, this time, if you buy it right now, you have a very low risk. Anyway, the next months will be bullish. The next probably weeks will be bullish for Bitcoin. I get that this is boring. I get that this has some very sideways price action, that it is something like this. You can see back here, for example, we had a correction going on leading to a more pump. Okay, a similar price action, I would say. All right. So therefore, though, this looks a little bit different, because you cannot assume that this was a bullish pennant. Okay, it wasn't a bullish pennant formation. If I take this high, for example, I wouldn't assume that this is a bullish pennant, because this is the line that connects the tops, right? But very importantly, here it is a little bit different. This is the line and it goes, the angle of the line is a little bit further down. You can see that it is not horizontal, it has an angle right here, and we can assume that we have a triangle coming in. Maybe it is not a bullish pattern, but given the circumstances, I think that this is, for me personally, a very, very nice bullish pennant. It doesn't matter that the stochastic RSI is in an oversold situation right here. We could see, for example, further correction, but I think that the bull cycle has started. So I am assuming that we are going to go all the way up higher. Now, you might be seeing a little bit of a very, very boring price action over the next few days. Look at that right here. Okay, so we still have some days left until we see some price action, but at the end of the day, let's see the weekly close as well. To be honest with you, I was expecting that this week would be more bullish. We wouldn't go sideways. We would start by the end of the week to see some bullish action. However, we are on Saturday and we haven't seen anything major until now. As for Ethereum, things looked better for Ethereum. Into the weekly scale, we had a plus 4%, nothing special, but Ethereum has started its bull cycle as well. 20-day MA finding support level at the 200-day moving average, not getting this bearish cross that would be very, very bad, but at the same time, we avoided it. It was the best thing that Ethereum could be doing right here. Unlike Bitcoin, which you can see that we had, of course, the bearish cross right here, and of course this bearish cross was the best buying entry out of everything, especially when we were so further down. Anyway, the case right here is that we were talking so much about if Bitcoin can go to 5K, while we ignored the fact that Bitcoin was a very good buying opportunity at 16K instead, and you shouldn't be looking at the bears, you should be looking there at the bulls. The more people are talking about bearish things, the more you should be buying. Okay, but Ethereum right here, it is very likely that it will go to 2000 Tether USD. This will be good for altcoins, but as you know, when the bull cycle will start, because they have started the bull cycle, but we haven't seen the major movements like here, for example, right? These major movements, you will understand the major movements. Until then, of course, Bitcoin is going to burst more, altcoins are going to follow, Ethereum is going to follow in a very nice trend. Okay, it is going to follow pretty closely the Bitcoin, maybe even surpassing it. We will see. We have huge expectations for Ethereum. Many solid projects are building the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is going nowhere else than going upwards. Remember that, and it is one of the safest investments out there. So I think that we are slowly getting to a bull cycle. We have been in the bull cycle, but the majority of the price action hasn't been something incredible until now. Maybe a 27%, 21%, 27% weekly pump is a very huge price action, right? We have seen something similar right here, 27%, very huge price action, but we haven't seen the consecutive bullish weeks, okay? And I'm expecting them to go at least after the summer, to be honest with you, but we will have to wait and see. This is crypto market, you never know. The good part is that we are in a bull cycle. We wait right now to see whether this triangle will play as a neutral, so we go and have a little bit of correction or a more pumpis. I think more pumpis is going to come. 32,000 will be the next target. And do not forget to join our monthly subscription, Patreon/MindYourCrypto. Thank you for watching, have a fantastic day, and see you soon. Bye.